Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, we are from Group 6 and subject is ESP. For today, we want to explain about our materials, and our materials is about how to access needs or how to need assessment. But before that, I would like to introduce our members. They are 4 members in the group 6. They are me, Milenia Nyeswari, as the moderator and also the first speaker. And then Devi Puspita Dina as the second speaker. And then Milda Puspitasari as the third speaker. And the last Nur Hayati as the fourth speaker. Okay, let's begin. The first materials and will be delivered by me. Okay, next. The first materials is about need assessment. Because before we explain about how to or step by step to access need or need assessment, you must know everybody the first things is about need assessment first. Jadi yang pertama harus kalian tahu sebelum kita menjelaskan yang namanya step by step atau cara-cara or how to melakukan yang namanya need assessment, kita harus tahu dulu tentang need assessment itu apa sih sebenarnya. So, a need assessment help you determine what needs to be accomplished to reach your project goals. Jadi, need assessment itu benar-benar membantu kita atau menolong kita untuk melakukan yang untuk kita mengetahui tentang apa aja sih yang kita butuhin untuk melakukan yang namanya project goals atau goals project goals yang ada di project-project kita gitu ya, yang akan kita lakukan. Jadi need assessment ini benar-benar penting banget, the importance benar-benar penting banget untuk kita mengetahui atau melakukan yang namanya project seperti itu. And then this assessment of needs, then the inform approach overall plan and approach by helping you identifying a target strategy and priorities rituals. Jadi need assessment juga itu membantu kita untuk mengetahui semua tentang planning dan approach melalui target strategi dan prioritas pencarian and the others like that. And then need assessment serve as incredible power tools for dedications, making research allocations, and ultimately reaching programmatic goals. And they can be utilized across range of settings, and the example is community, school, hospital, state, and the others. And the next slide. The next materials is about step by step, or they are 7 step, or 7 atau 7 cara gitu untuk melakukan yang namanya need assessment or how to and need assessment. Jadi ada 7 cara untuk melakukan need assessment itu. Yang pertama adalah clearly define your needs assessment objective. Jadi yang pertama itu kita harus tahu dulu nih define your needs assessment objectnya itu apa gitu. Benar-benar harus kita clearin dulu nih tentang step yang pertama ini. Jadi untuk step-step selanjutnya itu kita nggak merasa bingung lagi karena kita udah clear nih untuk di step yang pertama. Jadi kayak clearly define your needs assessment objective. When defining your objective, ask yourself. Jadi untuk ketika kita melakukan yang namanya defining your objective, kita harus nanya dulu ke diri kita sendiri gitu. Kita harus tanya ke diri kita sendiri gitu ya. Tanya tentang apa nih? About why are you conduct the need assessment and what do you plan to do with the finding. Jadi yang pertama kali harus kalian tanyain itu adalah mengapa kita melakukan yang namanya conducting atau penciptaan atau pembangunan tentang need assessment ini. Jadi kita harus tahu dulu nih kenapa kita melakukan need assessment seperti itu dan Yang kedua, apa rencana kita ketika kita sudah melakukan yang namanya need assessment. Jadi, langkah pertama itu kita harus tahu dulu, kita harus clear-in dulu tentang mengapa kita melakukan need assessment, dan yang kedua, apa yang akan kita lakukan setelah kita melakukan yang namanya need assessment, seperti itu. Okay, the next materials will be delivered by Devi. For Devi, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Milenia. Okay, the step one is clearly define your needs assessment objective. Jadi tentukan dengan jelas tujuan penilaian kebutuhan Anda. When defining your objective, ask yourself, why are you conducting the needs assessment and what do you plan to do with the findings? Jadi saat menentukan tujuan Anda itu tanyakan kepada diri Anda mengapa Anda melakukan penilaian kebutuhan dan apa sih yang Anda rencanakan untuk dilakukan dengan temuan tersebut. For example, if you are working a program seeking to increase spending initiation among first-time mother in community, unit assessment objective might include there are understand breastfeeding knowledge and intention of first-time mothers in your community, and understand provides asset and barriers to breastfeeding among first-time mother in your community. And assess and barriers relate to the provision of breastfeeding support in local hospitals and after discharge. And the last is determine necessary training and support to increase breastfeeding among first-time mothers in your community. Okay, the step two is be realistic about your research and capacity. Okay, consider how much time, money, and staff capacity you can devote to the needs assessment. For example, do you need to assess the current status of your program and implement change within the 3 months, or do you have any entire year to examine your program's landscape? And also, how many staff are working on the project and what percentage of their time they deploy to the project? The availability of research will greatly impact the needs assessment activity you are able to conduct. Okay, that's all for me. Back to moderator.
Okay, thank you, Devi. The next materials will be delivered by Milda Puspitasari. For Milda, time is yours.
Okay. The next material is for the step 4 and then step 5. In the step 4, we could think small and big when summarizing results. Jadi kita harus berpikir secara kecil maupun secara besar ketika akan menyimpulkan hasil. Jadi setelah kita mengumpulkan data-data untuk mendukung need assessment kita bisa nih mencoba untuk membuat summarize atau menyimpulkan and reflect on the data for each of our need assessment.
Halo Milda, suaranya putus.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's my signal. Okay, I will try to explain again. In the step 4, we should think small and big when summarizing results. So after we collect the data, setelah kita mengumpulkan data-data untuk mendukung need assessment objective, kemudian kita bisa mencoba untuk summarize, and then reflect on the data for each our need assessment. Jadi kita bisa membuat kesimpulan dan juga refleksi pada setiap data yang ada di need assessment itu. And depending on the nature of the data aslinya, we can develop the graphs, tables. Kita bisa mengembangkan graphs-nya, graphics-nya, kemudian tables, and then other visuals to display data, as well as to describing the result. And after that, we could take a step back. Kita bisa nih ambil langkah lagi to think about the cross-cutting themes that may apply to multiple needs assessment activities, which may help inform priorities for an action. Dan di langkah terakhir nanti, kita bisa membuat highlight. So we could highlight the finding and ensure recommendations addressed to the cross-cutting theme. Kemudian, in the step 5, we should get the feedback. Jadi, selagi mengembangkan need assessment-nya, whether it is formal report, peer-reviewed manuscript, or presentations, discuss result with a diverse and inclusive audience. Nah, inclusive audience ini tuh siapa aja? Itu bisa jadi kayak community member, colleagues, funders, project partners, and other target audience. Nah, dari equity standpoint-nya, itu kita bisa ambil hal penting lainnya, to engage community members as an equal partner, to understanding and translating result from the need assessment. Hal itu bisa nih buat ensure atau buat memastikan that the people most affected by the program will have power in determining its design. Jadi bisa memastikan kalau orang-orang itu tuh bisa bisa affected sama program-program dan juga desain-desain yang akan kita laksanakan. That's from explanation, back to the moderator.
Thank you very much, Milda. The last explanations and those materials also will be delivered by Nur Hayati. For Nur Hayati, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mile. The next step is disseminate. Now, share the finding internally and externally. This helps ensure that all project stakeholders have a common understanding of project priorities and resource allocation. Then present finding at community events, professional conference, and other relevant venues. This effort can inform and inspire other public health programs working on similar initiatives. And feedback from others can help us move our work to the next level. The last step is take action. At the conclusion of the need assessment process, review your original objectives with the final result and recommendation. Doing so will highlight what steps are needed to achieve your goals. Whether that's addressing gaps in knowledge or building capacity among project participants. Then, most importantly, take action and use those findings to develop your project approach. To ensure that your needs assessment learning come to fruition, consider developing a work plan that outlines key approach and strategies, and identifies a team lead and deadline for each. Thank you, Mile. Back to the moderator.
Okay, thank you very much. That's all our explanations from group 6. And the materials is about how to access need. Thank you very much and sorry if there any mistake in our explanations. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.